Hello and welcome back to my Skyrim Let's Play. This is part 9, I believe. And so when we last left off, we weren't here. We're in the center by the Gilder Green in Whiterun, just across from the Temple of Kinnereth. So, I hate doing that. When we last come back, I'm gonna drop a save here real quick. Me and Lydia stopped by the Bannered Mail. I'll take your word for it.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If a dragon attacks, well, then it'll be a different story.
I'm just as annoyed as you are. Yeah, so we stopped by the Bannered Mare, had a good night's rest.
I miss the days when the Greymanes and Battleborns got along. Ever since the war started, we've been at each other's throats.
I overheard she's got a bit of a love thing going on with Battleborn, I believe. But so I went and we stayed the night there, had breakfast, had a nice little chat with her, and you know, just getting to know her. And yep, that's right, I'm talking about it. And we're best buddies now. She's actually a really nice person when you get to know her. They're not the most enthusiastic about my line of work. At least the line of work that I've been forced
Looking
into.
for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
Sounds like a plan. After that, we ran around, sold a bunch of stuff.
There's nothing a man can do that I can't do better, whether it's serving drinks or slaying trolls.
It's good being a Nord. Yeah, so sold a bunch of stuff, and then we ran up to the Shrine of Kinnereth. Also disenchanted and worked, made a lot down there at that blacksmith station. She let me use it. Made these fancy little belts that I've got here. I've got vials on my tush there, along with that big pouch. And so, that's just help with my carry weight. I can now carry more and whatnot. And so, sold a bunch of that, and I know I'm getting to it. Shush. So, in the last episode, we had in fact...
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday. What's the matter? You can't stand the Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda.
It does take a lot to become a merchant, which does lead me to my next point. But first, let's give her the mammoth tusk we got last episode.
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised,
That would be
let
fun.
me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
Oh. Okay, so that brings me to another
Farewell.
point.
I
And
mostly
then we'll
deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls.
get to
Been
that
too long
one.
since we've had a good man.
But, let's come over here. She's gonna run around. All the way around, apparently. Oh, goodness. Well, no one's got to stay in shape. So, yes. I did in fact level up. I'm now level 6. And I had taken perks in speech. Two-handed, heavy armor, and destruction. Just because why not? Because I did have the intention of actually doing, you know, kind of a bit more of a melee magic user type playthrough. And you know, I've been able to cast fire since I was a little boy. And I figure if this is the kind of life that I'm going to be living now, might as well try and use everything I can to stay alive. So I have obviously been working on that a little bit. Whoops. And so oops, I almost sent fire after him. Let's go ahead and put my cape back on and equip that shield. Yeah, so I improved a lot of my armors and whatnot. And so yeah, now that we've given her the tusk, we need to run up to Dragon's Reach.
It's a fine day with you around.
Oh, thank you. It is rather beautiful, actually, isn't it? So yeah, I went to the
other settlements.
I don't know if I said it, but I went to the Temple of Kinnereth and got my ataxia cured because I was too cheap to buy a potion. But I'm getting away from that one point I wanted to make. So with this carry weight thing, it is becoming, you know, more and more painstakingly clear that I am simply running out of room. I'm getting too much stuff. A lot of it I want to keep. I'll keep that in mind. And I am supposed to be talking with...
What is it?
I'm Thane, so I hope that means I can come up here. The Great Porch. But, you know, Lydia would, you know, prefer not to carry everything around.
All this
for me.
standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
The bandit leader in Silent Moon's camp is dead. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Thank you. So, yeah, this right here is basically what I'm trying to talk about. And so,
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's
I've
Reach.
decided, because obviously I can't purchase a house anytime soon, and I need, you know, something to kind of hold and store apart from Lydia, because I'm sure she'll get bored of that very quickly. I'm warming up to her a lot. She's becoming a very trusted ally. In fact, if not for her, I probably wouldn't have even thought about going in and clearing that Silent Moon's camp place. But I figured that with a trained warrior at my side, there would be a chance that I would walk away. And so, I don't know how she feels about me right now. Okay, fine. I haven't really gotten around to asking her. So what else do we have? Danica about the Gilded Green being destroyed in my time of need. And speak to the Greybeards. I need to decide what I'm gonna do about that. But, long story short, Skyrim is a big place. And you know, my duties as Thane, because despite the fact that I didn't want them in the first place and all of that, I'm not about to shirk my duties as Thane. You know, I am tasked and asked to be a protector and a servant of the Hold of Whiterun. and I intend to do that. I actually just realized that I'm not actually timing this episode, so it's going to be a very rough estimate. Whoops. And so, well, actually I suppose it would be rather easy to figure out how long I've been going. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, save time. So, yeah, Skyrim's a big place. I'm going to be traveling all across Whiterun and whatnot. And so with that,
Got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim.
I think I'm going to buy us horses. How old are your horses?
None of them's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsiger, or just Ali for short. I
like
expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours.
I doubt it. Yeah, I would like to buy a horn. That's actually quite a... maybe later.
I understand.
I was expecting maybe a little bit cheaper. Can I
Suppose
buy a
so.
horse?
Got one all saddled if you've got the coin.
Here's my offer.
You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle.
Okay.
Ride strong.
Ooh. And so... Sedryc is his horse. That's a pretty color, actually. Like a chestnut, I think. Maybe. How do you have a horn? Where'd you get that money? I don't pay you. She's got a paint horse. Actually, I just realized I could have just used the carriages. But that's besides the point now, because now we have a horse. Which convenient horses, I was just about to talk about that. 17%, is that gonna do that all the way to 100? Just realized we didn't talk to Danica about the Gilder Green. Whoops. Yeah, so let's go talk to her. Yeah, so hopefully you don't mind the little countdown up there. But I mean, if you've been watching up to this point, you probably don't really care at all. Yay. Okay. I didn't know how to get off for a second. Nobody knows who built the Skyforge, where the Companions' weapons are made. Its discovery led to the building of Jorvaska and the Companions as we know them today. Convenient horses. And if I hold this down, nothing happens. Okay. Are you Danica?
There's a rift here.
Hello, child of Kinneret.
Can't neither magic nor
Whistle, whistle, or a whistle?
Huh?
I know how to whistle, it's just that my mouth was dry.
You expect me to believe that?
Yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender
Don't
rack
do
of
that!
ribs.
Okay,
Lately, it
anyways.
seems I am more nurse than priestess, tending to those who have suffered, both
I
in
heard
mind and
something up
body.
into the
From
tree.
the Gilder Green, yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's a
cut you
bit of
off.
an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me. But not many of them around anymore.
I'm still cutting you off, actually. So, why haven't the pilgrims been coming?
A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kynareth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol.
Very interesting. Sorry about that. Okay, so is there any way to revive the tree?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we
Should've turned my
had some
mic
of the
off for
sap
that.
from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the elderly, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
What kind of weapon would work?
Elder Gleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about a weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
Of course. Oh, curse me and my necessary. I don't know. How would you say it? No, I have a quirk. Or, I don't know. Something stupid that makes me responsible.
Your spirit is strong. Kynareth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Do I have a good lady? I wasn't talking.
Finest
I was
cuts, fresh from the wilds.
her. Dr.
There's a
Danica.
root here in Skyrim.
So yeah, let's actually 12:04 a.m. That was game time, huh? Seven oh nine. Whoa, whoops. Let's go ahead and convenient horses. Main horses. Yeah, okay. I'll do that later off camera. I didn't do this either. Yeah, I need to do something about that. Retrieve Nettlebane. Oh, that reminds me. Also, I think I was recording it.
Evgir. Huh? That can't be helped.
That
Do
was
be careful,
mean.
Skyrim is not as safe.
I ain't done nothing. Huh?
But, I could improve if you'd just give me a few tips, you know.
Not my problem. Sure, what?
But,
Finest cuts,
Hands off!
chops and steaks.
All I can think about is my son, my
okay,
foal.
here it is.
They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is
Lydia, settle
alive.
down.
Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face.
So yeah, a few episodes back, I'd overheard a conversation where a battle-born father and son were talking to this woman about her son and everything, and they were being rather rude, which makes me sad because they're Imperial supporters and they're being mean just because she believes in the Nord cause and whatnot. And so, personally, I don't believe her son's actually dead. but apparently I can actually say that. How do you know they're lying?
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
Okay.
Yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender rack of ribs.
So I'm gonna quickly meet with her, start this, and
I
then
ain't done nothing.
we can head out.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Okay.
Ripe fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
So hopefully, well, I mean, I imagine either way, we're going to go after her son.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
I'm more with the law at this point. Injustice, the White Runway. But, so yeah. We're gonna head out. Are you even listening? So we're gonna head out, try and locate her son, find him, whatever, and then we're going to hopefully actually find him alive and whatnot. Yeah, okay. I had a brain fart. I couldn't actually think. I was looking at Jean over there, or whatever his name is. Don't give me that. Come on, I want to keep you around for a while. Don't make me get rid of you. This is probably going to be a really long episode.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrelstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother.
I'm fine with that. How about you?
So, you're here to help?
I'm not even sure. I kind of am sure. Son got kidnapped during some sort of Imperial attack, and they believe he was taken hostage, and the Battleborns are trying to tell him that he was just killed. And they don't believe it, obviously. What can I do? So yeah, that's not... I know what's going on.
I know that Thorold's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him, and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help.
And see, though, that's why I'm going to help them. Because the Battleborns are being total jerks about it. Why do you think they're involved? Because they're taunting them and rubbing it in their faces. What sort of proof do you need?
Anything that confirms that Thorold isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard.
So, this may be a little awkward, and I don't usually start all my dates like this. But...
Huh?
Is there any way you could help me with this little problem?
Gold solves most problems, doesn't it?
Ooh. Why don't you just help me? I'm helping you.
Nah, I don't think so.
But I'm helping you
news?
find
Did you
your
find something?
brother, whoever. You won't even teach me how to whistle. But yeah, So the Battleborns were just being really big jerks.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Speaking of jerks. Anyways. And again, I am very impartial at this point when it comes to the whole...
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
I know. That's partially why, because I don't have money or pretty much experience to run my own stall as of yet. Trying to, though. That is still my goal. To start my own shop. And I keep losing my train of thought. So yeah. I'm lost between my duty and heritage as an Imperial and as a Nord. Because I can sympathize and feel a sense of belonging to both sides, and so I am not against helping either of them. I mean, I've already helped that
Children of the Empire. Rise up, Stormcloaks! Embrace the word of mighty Talos, he who is both man and divine.
And nice helmet.
No lollygagging.
So yeah, let's go in and head in.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Sadia, wake up there.
Yes, Mom.
So I guess she's gonna come over and serve us.
You want a drink?
Well, now that you mention it. But for now, this is a problem for another time. See you then, and as always, have fun.